Now, factors that contribute to the location of industries. Where the industries are located, what are the things that helps in encouraging setup and development of industries. We have to learn all this through these slides. First is that the physical factors, that's the raw material. Availability of raw material is rather most important in location of any industrial unit. Closeness to the source of bulky and perishable raw materials, particularly iron, steel industries and sugar industries, we see that the location of these industries are there because of this raw material available in that particular region. Most of the iron mills you will see are located in the places where raw materials of iron ore are there, and coal is also found there. So here you see that these mining sites all are the primary locations of the industries. Next is that the physical factors among them is that the power sources. All the industries requires powers. All the machines requires power for running and producing. So all those places where there is availability of power resources are available, particularly in aluminium smelting that requires a lot of electricity. So here you see through this slide we can understand that uses of electricity are there in our daily life as well. Apart from this, the several industries are also run by these electricities. Water is another requirement for setup of industries. The water sources, that's our abundance, that's required for processing of raw materials like jute and coir industries are located particularly near the water bodies. Next one is that you see that the different water bodies are there and they are required for industrial production and development. This slide also reveals that water is required in number of ways in several processing of the industrial units. Climate also play an important role in this as well, because we see that favorable conditions for processing of raw materials, cotton textiles requires more humidity than therefore they are located in Maharashtra. So climate also play an important role in location of the industry. Labor, that's also play a very important role because all the industries are run by labor, skilled as well as unskilled labor, and the places where cheap availability of labor is there, then we see that most of the industries are located at those places. Near the urban centers, we see that most of the industries are located in the urban centers, and where skillful labor is there and cheap labor is also available there. So we see that that also determines the location of industries. किस पे फोन है? बंद रोक दो जरा. So labor play a very important role in this. Labor is both skilled as well as unskilled, manual labor, and both play an important role in location of the industry. Another factor, that is the human factor or the transports, that plays an important role. The places or the states where good transportation facilities are there, good roadways and railway network is there, we see that there is clusters of industries and manufacturing units located at those places. So any industry needs well-developed transport network for movements of raw material as well as finished goods. So transportation play a very important role in location of these industries. Here you see that the navigation by ships, where the goods is transported internationally, and that air cargo through planes, goods can move from one place to another, from railway network as well as roadways. These transportation mediums play an important role in location of the industries. Where there are good transportation, most of the industries are located at that places. And then the capital. Every industry needs capital investments which is available through banks. So capital, that is recurring capital, fixed capital, running capital. So both are required in industries. For any industry, money or cash is required, and that finance is demands of the finance is met through the banks which are available at those places where most of the industries are located. So here you see that the money play an important role in the location of the industries. All those states which have good financial facilities to the industrialist entrepreneurs, we see that major chunk of industries are located at those places. In the human factors as well, we shall keep it continue that market play, a ready market for finished goods is very important thing. If it's a good market in the urban centers where the goods can be consumed easily and could reach to the market very swiftly and easily, then we see that the clusters of industries are located at those places. So demand and supply play a very important role in the economy of a country, and demands is done through markets networks and supply is from industry. So you see that the ready markets play a very important role. We have seen in India also that industries are located at those places where are more urban centers, particularly the metropolitan cities of India. Government policies plays an important role. The government policies are also made to regulate and setting up and functioning of the industries. Governments encourage the industrial development of the different states. For that purpose, tax holidays are given to the industrialist, single window clearance, and other benefits like land and flexible labor law, etc. So these things also play a very important role in location of the industries. If the government adopts a flexible policies for the industrial development, we see that the clusters of industries are located at those places.